Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Pyanodons playthrough. So, in this episode we're going to continue working towards all of our biological creatures and plants. I've done a few things since the last episode, one of which is finally got a solution for this excess stone. It backed up again, so I'm just making saline water by mixing stone with water, and then eventually this tank is going to fill up and that will just overflow and disappear. So that way I don't have to worry about the stone backing up there. And I've also messed with the glass a little bit. I made a boron trioxide, what's this called? Belt that goes all the way over to our glassware. Oops, I just made it daytime on accident. And so this makes glassware a lot more efficiently. Boron trioxide is just coke plus some tiny amounts of borax, if I'm remembering correctly. So that's a pretty cheap recipe to get some more glassware. We've needed a bunch for all of this plasmid, retrovirus, cDNA, all that stuff. So I decided to improve my glass production, and I'm putting some in a chest here. Looks like we're still a little bit limited by my rubber stoppers here. And let's see. It actually looks like we're limited by the sodium alginate here. And that's limited by limestone. Well, that's an easy solution. I will just have some more limestone. Okay, anyway, that's something I did. I've also been collecting more of all these petri dish type things because we need those for all of that biological stuff, and I've grabbed some more red science. I feel like I did something else in between the episodes. I'm forgetting what it is now. I think it was just another, I don't know, something to do with resources, but I've also added some more buildings up here. I've made a dedicated incubator for Zognobacteria and one for retrovirus, and then same thing for gene labs. I've got one just to make the moss gene samples and one to make the cDNA. So that way I don't have to bounce back and forth between recipes quite as often. So currently I've made 12 more plasmid and retrovirus to work on getting 12 more cDNA. And I've also gotten things started for the flower DNA samples to make Ralesias, which is kind of your basic flowers. These are needed for quite a few things, so I wanted to get that going. And then we'll probably do Moondrop after this. So I do need, I think I handcrafted them actually. Yeah, 3 codexes, and then I'll need 6 more cDNA to get the first Ralesias going. That's what I've got in here. The reason I need to craft this 3 times is because you can only make seeds out of 5 at a time. So if we look at Ralesia seeds, we need 5 Ralesias to make 8 seeds, and they only make 2 at a time. So I have to make 3 batches of 2 to have 6, and then I can make some seeds, and then with the seeds I can make more of the flowers. Looks like this recipe is the one we'll be going with, because soil and hydrogen are cheap and easy. They just require power, essentially, and some space, and that way we'll get a better return on our seeds to flower ratio. So I should actually craft some of those plantations real quick. I need soil. Oh, I need treated wood. That's unfortunate. Don't think I have treated wood anywhere. I think, though, treated wood is just creosote and wood, which we can do pretty easily somewhere that we have creosote. So I will just make a couple factories here, grab some soil, and then where am I making creosote? I'm actually making some right here, so this can be where I make treated wood. Okay, and then we'll just have a chest. And 1 wood actually makes 2 treated wood, so that's nice. So we'll get that going. I'm gonna go grab a couple more stacks of wood. Yep. Long trips. Thankful for the time multiplier. Okay. So we've got some treated wood now, and that can let us make... Well, we need 50 treated wood just to make one of them. And it looks like I need some more cables. We'll grab some more of the resources. I am so excited for logistics bots someday. Okay. So now I've got one of these plantations, which I'll keep separated from the animals. And we're going to need hydrogen and soil. So we'll need an electrolyzer and a soil extractor. I have a feeling that one will be more than enough of each. I don't know what the final crafting speed will be after I get modules in there, but I'd imagine this will be enough. So we'll put this guy right here, next to the water. And then we can direct insert, and then we need an electrolyzer. Can I find it? There we go. For the hydrogen. Let's move this to be flush. And then a gas vent on the oxygen. Okay, so we've got everything we need there. And we've got 4 of the flowers. We just need a couple more to make seeds. And we'll make that in a nursery. So I was thinking a couple things about you viewers, a couple questions I have for you. One of which is, do you want me to do busy work off screen? I know I do sometimes already a little bit. I feel like I don't do a whole lot off screen. So let me know in the comments what you think. For example, once we get green science and logistics bots, I'm going to have to make a mall. And that mall is going to be stupid huge. It's going to make all sorts of buildings. And the process, I think, is probably not going to be super interesting because I'm just going to be plopping down requester chests, making buildings, putting limits on things, etc., etc. So I'm leaning towards doing all of that off screen, but if you want to see that kind of stuff, let me know, and I'm happy to do it on screen. Currently, the plan is to do some of those bigger projects off screen. Same thing with like all the crushed coal that we have. You know, at some point, once we unlock green science, we're going to have to revamp everything that uses coal. So I might do like the initial showing you how the recipes work on screen, but then do the rest of it off screen. Just let me know what you think about that. Bam! 8 seeds. Oh, good thing we have one flower left, because otherwise this thing wouldn't run. I forgot that we had to do that too. Okay, so this is going to take a while, because the crafting speed is only 0.2. So 600, so this is a 10-minute recipe currently. But once that's done, we'll have 7 more, which I will need to turn 5 of those into seeds. And then I can add 2 more onto here. And then at that point we'll be cooking. So this will output flowers, which will go into here. Actually, I need to make sure we don't accidentally make all of the flowers into seeds. And then you can see our Vrauks are happily increasing. We've got 64 of them now. What I've just been doing is putting cages kind of up to about here manually for now. It's not a great solution, but it sort of works. We've got 95 augs. So we'll be able to create some sort of manure plantations later. Yeah, so what else do we have to do? We've got augs checked off the list. I'm going to add Ralesia to the list. That will be checked off soon. We need Moondrop. Save. And then what else do I actually need? I think we're getting close. We will need to do rendering. So let me research that. Rendering. We will need to do that. And then we've got everything we need here. We'll have Ralesia and bone meal soon. Oh, okay, right. That's everything we need just for the bone meal to go into the poor alien sample. Okay. We've already got rubber. We've got optical sets. Equipment chassis is easy. Laboratory instrument is easy if we feed in some circuit boards. So I think I'm ready for green science, actually, once we get these Ralesia seeds going. So I might do green science before circuits, because I think that's actually going to help us a lot in the long run. And we can hand feed a few thousand green science, you know, with some of these things to get bots unlocked. And then once we have bots going, it's going to be a lot easier to automate circuits. So I think we're just maybe a few episodes away from green science. It's not going to be too crazy. Because I've already got all this latex and rubber figured out. So same with optical sets. I might even just handcraft, because every one of these makes 3 green science, so I might just handcraft a few hundred laboratory instruments, and that'll make, you know, 1,000 green science, and then all I have to worry about is these poor alien samples. So, yeah, we'll maybe want to automate biosamples soon. Alright, let's see how this guy's doing. We're almost done. I'm going to just speed up things just a little bit. And I do think once we get some of these other plants, we'll have a better biomass from nothing setup. We'll have to see what our options are, but like I know Kickalc, I don't know how much setup we'll need for this, but 1 Kickalc makes 70 biomass, so that's pretty intense. We'll have to see kind of how that works out, but okay, so we can speed this up, add in some more seeds. Now we've got a crafting speed of 0.4, twice as fast as it was before. And then we can put all 7 of these flowers back in because we have enough seeds to go again. Sweet. How many do I even need for this? Oh, we need a lot. We need 15 Ralesia plantations. Wow, that's intense. So let's go ahead and start working towards that, actually. I'm going to... I bet I can fit at least 5 of these in one building, so I think I'll need 3 factory buildings. So we'll grab some more stone. I probably should be grabbing it from the overflow rather than the mining section. And then we'll make a few more. We'll have 5 at the ready. Oops. Grab some more resources. I want to get rid of this aluminum, which goes in here. It's hard to walk in these buildings at 8 times speed. I drop off my aluminum. I also have 2 quartz that I wish I could get rid of magically. Okay. Running back up through the trees. And we've got 7 more. Now we're at 1.1. Look at that. So we need 5 more for some more seeds. Perfect. I'll just direct insert the seeds back in. So then we won't be building up seeds, we'll be building up the flowers, because we're going to need, how many? 180 of them just to put in these buildings. So that's a decent number. And most of this is easy to craft, but the 15 Ralesia plantations is going to require a lot of treated wood. Because they're 50 each. So we'll take 2 stacks of wood down to the treated wood plant. I wonder if we're still building up coke or if we're losing coke. We're down to 18k. I think it was at 25k. This building's almost full. It's pretty insane. Okay, so we'll throw in 1,000 wood, which is enough for 2,000 treated wood. That should last me a while. And then we're going to need a bunch of soil and more glass. So we'll grab 2k from there. Where am I storing up some glass? I don't actually think I have a glass chest. I should do that. We'll store up a couple stacks here. Craft 4 more. We're gonna need a bunch more cables. These buildings are just so expensive. Put in enough stuff, get some more undergrounds. Never have too much of anything. Alright, we got some more flowers yet. Looks like not quite, but we've at least got seeds going. But yeah, let's think about how many of these we can fit in one building. And do I want to make the water and hydrogen locally, or have those come in separately? I guess it depends on how many we can fit in one building. Let's just say we only have the liquid on the right side. We can fit 4. I think we might be able to actually manage 12. Especially if I organize them like this. Hydrogen can come off on the right. The water will be here, hydrogen will be here, the other water will be back here. And then we'll have one liquid come in from the bottom, one come in from the top. We'll need seeds. Maybe I can do 11, because I'll need some space to move things around. But seeds can come up. The Ralesias can come back down. Same here. You know, and I can get around the water pipes like that. But I'll need some space to split some things, I think, here. So I'll probably need 2 of these, but that's not too bad. And so I think I'll have the water connected. Hydrogen. And then the water will actually need to connect back here. This will be hydrogen. So then water can come up from the bottom. And we'll connect it like so. And we don't want to get in the way of that. We'll go up here. Because I want to use that route for... Actually, I might need to use both of these routes. One of these will be seeds coming in. And one of them will be the flowers going out. So we will have the water connect up here, maybe. So we'll have seeds in, flowers out, something like that. And then hydrogen will come in from the top. Maybe we'll keep it equivalent as with the side. So it'll come in from the top left. And the hydrogen first hooks up to here, and then hooks up to there. So that should work. Look at that, we've already got 15 flowers. So seeds come in, and then we've got, was it water? Yeah. And how much do we actually need? We need 263 water, so we only need 1 pump jack for both buildings doing water. And I can move all this later, I'm just thought experimenting. Though you know how lazy I am, maybe we'll never move this, who knows. And then we need only 1/3 of an electrolyzer running hydrogen. So. Yeah, okay. For a second I thought I might have screwed that up. So we can actually just connect this hydrogen up, I think, to our input. Myself some room there. So flowers come out, seeds go in. For now we'll do that with a chest. Ooh, I ran out of power poles. That's been a while. Okay, let's actually grab some of these bad boys. Oh, soil. Soil and seeds. Okay. Those will have to be on both sides of the belt. So This guy will be soil. This guy will be seeds. Got all kinds of different seeds. Those ones. And you'll go on the right side, you'll go on the left side. Just make sure we've got a balance there. And then, okay, we're getting things going. So we'll put some seeds in there. We'll put some soil to jumpstart. And this will come up on the left. Okay, this won't be too bad. And then we'll have to split it. And it'll come over on the right and come up here. We probably need to go a little bit farther underground so this guy has room to escape. And we'll have you come down, go there, so they'll combine. And that should do it. We'll start here, go underground. I think we can get enough inserters in here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy will need to insert sideways like that. These ones will be long inserting. Done. In. Oh, crap. So we actually need to go farther because we need to insert into that guy. Insert into that one, and then insert into this one. Insert. Okay. I think I got that figured out. We need to go in to that one. Okay. And this one will be easier because there's more space. So let's grab some more seeds. Put them on the belt. Take the seeds out of the ones that can't use them. Put them in there. A bunch of seeds ended up over here. Change these guys to input mode, because no reason to balance them. Alright. Looks like this is working. These are just very slow crafting time. Crafting speed of 1.3, and it takes two full minutes, so probably around a minute in terms of time. I think I'm gonna take a couple flowers out just to get all the buildings running. Okay, output, just trying to make sure everything's set up. Those are all set up for output. Let's get these ones set up. In. Oh, I could have even input from this side of these buildings, so I've got some extra space here. Output. and output. Okay, so we need 5 more for this building, so we'll go grab some more treated wood and grab some more soil and glass. Those are the main things we need. Okay, glass, check. Soil is check, and treated wood. Check. What's that get me? 7 more? I think that's enough. And we need some more cables, which means I need more copper. Looks like I'm out of iron too. How's steel? Steel's good. How are my engines? Engines are good. Could probably use some more pipes after all that. Pipe constructing. Okay. I think that should do it. Need some more inserters. All right. Sorry about that little blip. I had to pause the recording for a second. Okay, so we've got all of our buildings done. I think all the inserters are set up and everything is good to go. It's just a matter of time. Are you still... What is going on here? Did I already grab the flowers? Doesn't look like I did. Are they in my inventory? Looks like they are in my... Oh, here they are. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, I thought I had some. We're up to an overall output of 0.3 per second. It's actually pretty good. And I'm wondering if this is going to be good for compost as well. How much do these compost into? Looks like you can't compost Ralesias. Is that for real? Huh. Wait, these are the fake ones. There's like 2 different kinds. This is like the old kind, and then this is the actual... Mark 1 is the actual thing. Here we go. Okay, so they make 2 biomass each. That's actually not very good. Or wait, what? How are there 2 recipes? In this recipe, they make 2 biomass each. In this recipe... This is very confusing. I don't even know which one it would use, but definitely not good for biomass. Because if we're only making 0.3 per second, we're not even making 1 biomass per second. So we won't do that. But we've got 7 more to fill out some of these buildings. And we need more seeds. Pop them in there. Okay. Look at that, we got a lot of buildings running. It's a good feeling. Okay, so we've got that mostly figured out. Why don't I just... Oh, we need the bone meal. That's the other big thing. Because once we get some bone meal, we can actually consider starting our little green science facility, which I'll probably put maybe in this area. Feels like we've got plenty of space right here. So, yeah, I think that'll work. Alright. We've already got a bunch of these AUGs. Although I think the rendering needs them to be caged, which is kind of weird. Yeah. I guess that kind of makes sense, because you cage it and then slaughter it. So rude. Poor little guys. But I don't think you can render them directly. Yeah. So we'll have to recage them and then render them. And I guess what's interesting that I didn't notice about this, and this will probably be the next kind of main challenge in Pyanodons, as I render them for bone meal, do I not get other stuff? Or is maybe there a specific bone meal recipe? Looks like that only makes bone meal. I feel like I haven't unlocked that yet, though. Okay, so caged can go to a bunch of things, which I've already unlocked this one. Or just straight up bone meal. Okay, that's the one I'm going to be using for bone meal. I can also make bone meal out of bones, but that doesn't look... Need twice as many bones. And if I render an AUG directly into bones, I only get 1 to 4, which is an average of 2.5 times 30%. Gosh, what even is that? That's a very small number. I think that's an average of 0.75 bones per. So that's just not much bone meal at all. But then we would get that blood we were talking about for the whatever it's called, the urea. But I don't think that's worth it. Ooh, 56 flowers. Wow. Look at that. Okay, well, we still need some more seeds. I should probably change this setup here. I'm probably doing this in the slowest way possible. But we do need more soil. And we'll make a few more seeds with this. Because we want all of these to be running, ideally. Like this guy's not running. Oh no. That's why he's flipped backwards. The rest of them okay? Didn't even think to check. Yeah, okay. Cool, cool. Okay, so we actually just want this facility to be close to the other building. Something like right here. Because we'll have 2 buildings going. So the flowers will come in and get inserted directly in, and then the seeds will go out. Like so. How many seeds does all this use? 0.47. Amazing. Well, we're not at full speed yet, but I don't think it'll surpass the 0.83. Okay, we do still need a few more flowers to use as modules, but we're getting close to the point where we don't need to hold anything back. And then we'll just have the soil come down here. Again, like, you might ask, why am I not actually moving the buildings to be more reasonably placed? And I don't have a good answer for you. It's just too much work. I'd rather make spaghetti. Ooh, there's a bunch of seeds. We'll get this guy running, we'll get this guy running. Get everyone started. There we go. All, how many is that? 11 of them are running. not quite at full speed. So we're gonna short stop some flowers just to finish out the modularizing of all these buildings. Just need a few more. Is that enough? Please tell me that's enough. It is. Okay. We're at full speed, and that is 0.844. Nice. And 3 soil per second, which this actually can handle. So there we go. That will be good enough. So I actually need the seeds only, I think. Is that right? Yeah. This essentially needs to be up here. So seeds and more soil and some ash will get us this ground sample. And then we mix that with more seeds, biosample, petri dishes, and bone meal, and that gets us our poor alien samples, which is pretty sweet. Well, that's cool. All right. Well, I feel pretty accomplished in this episode. We can check Ralesia off the list. I don't think I'm going to do Moondrop. I think I'm going to do Green Science first. So we do need to work on, let's see, a few things. We'll start with bone meal. That'll be the next big project. And then after bone meal, we will finish out the poor alien samples. And then after that, we can just do green science stuff. At that point, we'll just make the spaghetti. Spaghetti nonsense with all the different metals and buildings, and we will connect that all up to our bust items at least, so we don't have to move any of those manually. And then we'll probably move a few things by hand. But let's see, is this all still... Looks like this is all working out. It's starting to back up a little bit, which is good. But not everything is running yet. I think this left one will have to back up first because this is splitters doing half and half, but more than half of the stuff is needed on the right side. So it'll take a second to balance out, but this is 11 of the... How many do I need? 15 that I need. So I'll just have to copy this design, paste it in here, attach the inputs and outputs, and we'll be good to go. So again, let me know what you think in the comments about kind of what you want me to do off screen or what you don't. If you don't have a preference, that's fine. I'll just kind of keep doing what I've been doing, but if you do have a preference, let me know. Thanks you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.